The impact that children drill music has on developing children. During this video, I will be analyzing the impact and influence that drill music has on the development of children and adolescents, especially when performed and produced by other children. I have compiled this presentation from research I have conducted that includes scholarly articles and primary research from personal experiences and experiences shared to me by people surveyed. To begin, I want to start by introducing and elaborating on drill music as a whole. Drill music originated in the early 2010s in Southside Chicago. Drill music can be seen as a form of hip hop comprised of rap music. Hip hop and rap music can be a way to express identity and release tension. In an article by Jabari Evans and Nancy Baym, they state that hip hop culture has consistently been described as an informational medium that Black youth naturally tune into, one that describes the rage of African Americans facing growing oppression, declining opportunities for advancement, changing moods on the street, and everyday life as a matter of sheer survival. They also state that rap music, the most performative and visibly product of the culture, is a global phenomenon and a billion-dollar industry that influences the ways in which youth form their identity, connects with peers, and make meanings of the world around them. Concerning drill music, most artists look up and mimic celebrities originating from Chicago who have risen to fame from their authenticity and creativity produced through their music. Evans and Baym state the most popular Chicago drill rappers and their local fans represent a newer form of music subculture initiated by Black youth who have experienced a lifetime of hypersegregation, chronic poverty, poor education in overcrowded classrooms, and a regular loss of loved ones to both prison cells and gunshots. This helps me conclude my own opinions about the development of drill music. Most of these young drill rappers are from underserved communities that face poverty and low means to be financially free and stable. Content creation being so easy to compose and produce, with the compensation that is received if the video and content goes viral or gets a certain amount of views, shares, and likes, making producing content a way to gain money and help their situation. This has been an advancement of technology in recent years. A lot of young drill rappers do get into drill music as an income source in a way that they can reflect their living situation, lifestyle, neighborhood, or community, and etc. So, connecting my thoughts of the financial need and ability to produce drill music, it is important to understand the way that media platforms, including YouTube and social media, have made it easier to generate revenue by creating content that is engaging to viewers. Going viral or becoming famous in the media, whether it be on social media or YouTube, allows people to be micro celebrities and create content that is viewed and enjoyed by people who relate to their niche. Being a micro celebrity can allow people to generate revenue for their content and become part of a job market that can be done from anywhere they please, allowing flexibility. And it helps them out of financial burdens. Forrest Stuart states in his book that by creating viral online content and amazing opportunity for soliciting help and communicating their feelings, all while maintaining the coolness demanded by street masculinity. This is extremely useful for underserved communities, as Stuart also states. Unlike aspiring micro-celebrities from more privileged backgrounds, these young men are unlikely to treat digital production as a mere hobby. For them, is one of viable, unlike options for upward mobility and so forth. This desire to become a micro-celebrity can also become a means of clout chasing, as well as a means to generate followers and subscribers to help them reach their intended needs for revenue. Clout chasing is a term that can be used in different settings, but concerning media, clout chasing is a technical social competition in the marketplace of attention. Clout chasing is built around youth sharing their everyday lives and online in hopes of creating a reputation within social media platforms, and also offers Black youth pathways to social, creative, and financial capital on social media. Explained by Evans and Baym. Ultimately, the need for financial improvements and reflection and awareness of their communities and everyday burdens that are often faced by African American people justifies clout chasing in this context. So, how does music impact and affect youth development? In this day and age, music is a form of media that is widely used not only by youth but by adults as well. Youth are exposed to media from the time they're a baby being sung a lullaby. So therefore, them seeking out and discovering genres of music that they enjoy is inevitable. Research found in the Common Sense Census report of media use by tweens and teens states that listening to music is at near the top of the young people's media activity preferences. To support this, findings from an article composed by Dave Miranda shows that on average, adolescents listen to music for up to 3 hours daily to accumulate more than 10,000 hours of active music listening throughout adolescence. With all the youth consuming music, it is very easy to state that music has an impact on youth development and has the ability to influence them. As learned during lecture in class, Dr. Evans stated that music in particular has generally been found by scholars to be a powerful social force that taps into the personal identities of youth and influences their development more than any other entertainment medium. This not only connects to the sound learning theory, which explains that popular music messaging has always been extreme power to hold the attention of the audience, but also can tie into the cultivation theory, explaining how people soak up what they see and hear in the media and how it shapes their perception of society and culture. Miranda states that for young ethnic minorities, music can be a resource for developing cultural identity. Therefore, music can be a way to develop their personalities and opinions on life by interacting with music that reflects their cultures and situations. Drill music often associates gang violence, drugs, and guns as it explicitly explains the street life of rappers and their experiences living in their city. Drill rappers often show guns and drugs inside their music videos, and it seems more street or hard based off how many guns they have, licks they've been on, or ops they have, and etc. Recently, there have been numerous child drill rappers that have grown into drill culture and produced content of them participating in drill music. Examples of these rappers include Fully Chop, who started rapping at age 15-16, Lil RT, who began going viral for his drill raps at 9 years old, Lil King, who began rapping at age 12, and Baby Chief Do It, who had the Guinness World Record for being the youngest rapper to go platinum when he was only 5 years old. With drill rappers being this young, it has the ability to reach other youth that are relatively around their age, which can bring up concerns about whether drill music and this violent media presented by children their age can influence and create aggression and violent views on society. Violent media alone has been researched and concluded that it has the ability to desensitize youth to violence and make them less sensitive to the pain and suffering of others, as stated in the Anderson et al. Reading. Violent media has also been researched to understand the effects that it can have on developing youth in terms of increasing aggression and substance use. This is what inspired me to do this case study, as I believe that drill music, especially featuring child drill rappers, can have negative effects on youth development because it provides a direct image of children participating in violence, using drugs, and having and possibly using guns to invoke violence. However, as stated in the Lecture 9, video, evidence of a direct causal relationship remains limited. Effects depends on context, identity, interpretation. Also, that adolescents value their chosen genres but do not always internalize song lyrics lyrically, meaning that they do not have to see drill rappers being young and possessing guns and drugs, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're prone to developing aggression or violence, nor partaking in substance use. Instead, they could be engaging with drill music based on the vibe or energy that the music gives or the beats that the music is composed of. This can also be turned around to address the fact that even though these child drill rappers are presenting and showcasing a street life, it does not actually mean that they're actively involved in gang-associated activities. It's important to realize and understand that just because this rapper composes drill music, it does not mean that their persona is authentic. Stuart states that it's important to note that displaying violence online doesn't necessarily require engaging in offline violence. It merely requires a convincing performance. He also states that some of the only times these young men handle block guns is when they pose for photos and videos. These children rappers could be presenting this online persona as a way to generate revenue for their families that can be influenced by their parents, or trying to create an online persona that can pave their way into becoming a micro-celebrity for fame. This also steers me to the reasons that youth listen and engage with music. Youth can use music as a form of expression and escape for their lives and a stress reliever. Miranda states that emotion regulation and coping are primordial for adolescents to successfully adapt and development issues, as well as remaining resilient in everyday stress and stressful life events. This is especially detrimental for African American youth who has stereotypes, obstacles, and burden that music can help them escape from. In conclusion, drill rap does not have to be a definite positive or negative connotation. For a young rapper, producing drill rap could be a way to express themselves and their culture in a way to generate revenue and fame, and can potentially keep them busy and focused on something productive rather than being in a lifestyle that they reflect on and are surrounded by. And for youth that are listening to drill music, while it does have concerns on the impact of development in ways such as increasing aggression and exposing them to violence that can desensitize them and encourage them to engage in violent activity, it also has the ability to be emotional regulation, stress relieving strategy, or outlet to listen to engaging and hooking beats and rhythms that can potentially be a positive outlet for their development at a young stage.